Name and what the Blessed Virgin Mary has done for you. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. My name is Jude Okafor. I live in Abuja here. Our mother, Blessed Virgin Mary, Mother of God, which we all know, is a wonderful one that has interceded for his children up to this present time. The wonders and the works, our intercession for his people, this our present time can never be counted. There are so numerous that I will give my own. She has interceded for me and God did so many things for me. But the one that is most recent, about a month or two ago, for the past 2 years I've been searching for accommodation. This happened. But when I started looking for accommodation, the houses were not that, the rent was not that high. I was looking for accommodation to this year that the rent becomes something else. That the 2-bedroom flat that used to go to get about 600 to 600 and 800,000 asket, but it's not inside the main city. The asket, well, the satellite channel like Warimpa and others get about 700 to 800,000, increased to up to 1.2 to 1.5 million. Some are even 2 million, some are even 2.5 million. I was still looking for a house, not having that kind of money to pay in the house. Even if I have it, I think to me it's so disturbing that one could pay as much as that in getting a house, something that can buy land in some places, even in this Abuja. So I didn't know what to do. I was disturbed by the high cost of the houses, also disturbed that I could not get a house, you didn't see an available one, because the agent said that people migrated from Abuja, from Kaduna, Niger State and other states nearby FCT to Abuja because of the bandits and kidnappers, influx of bandits and kidnappers in those areas. So they migrated to Abuja. This also caused a kind of influx of people into FCT that you experience hold up on daily basis. So these people are willing to pay anything to get accommodation in Abuja, thereby making the houses to be extraordinarily expensive. Again, the agents have done something else. For them to show you a house, they will tell you to pay inspection fee, which is between 5 to 10,000, just to show you a house. And most times, some of them develop a kind of fraudulent means. They will tell you that they have a house. They will take you to a house. By the time you get there, they will tell you, hey, the house is no longer available. We have another one. You come back the next day. When you come the next day, they will start demanding for another 5,000. You just said that I spent virtually 200 to 250,000 without getting into a house. And again, you pay for their transportation because at times if you elect to use your car to go to certain places, they will take you to at times you can be scared to go there with your car or because the roads are so bad. So this was my predicament and so many others, because at the point you come to here, then they will ask you to put name to register. That they have a book, you have to register, you go for the house. When there is one available, they will call you. They will first ask you how much do you have, what is your budget. They will call you, the one for your budget is available, they will call you. So I kept looking for a house, I didn't know what to do. The ones they will show me, they will call 1.5 million. I couldn't pay it. So because I was praying, but at the point and I said, there was a time I prayed our novena to Our Lady of Perpetual Help and it worked for me. Let me also pray that is my house quest. And I went and got the book. After the novena, I usually do that in the evening when I come back from work. And when I couldn't do it, maybe I slept off and I will do it the following day in the morning. I wasn't consistent anyway, but I kept, even at times I will miss a day. I will maybe day 4 or 5th. The next day I will do it. So I continued with my novena until the 6th day of the novena. It's a pretty man, because virtually everybody knows that I was looking for house. So many other people were looking for house. In fact, you go for to see a particular house shown by agents, about 4 people will be waiting, or even at times more than 4 people will be waiting. And the agents will be feeling on top of the world, even the landlord, house owners, guest continues. So the security man, it's good not to take anybody for granted. Security man in my neighborhood, I told them. So one of them who was he's so nice, the guy is so humble and so organized. Now called me and said, I should come back that there is a house in our neighborhood. Because that our neighborhood is good because we have 24 hours light. They say it's a 3 kVA light. So imagine those other places they were taking me to, no light. Some of them don't even have lights. And they were feeling on top of the wall, calling money. So this guy called me and said I should come. I left everything and went home. On getting there, I saw a flex banner that the name of the manager and the office and phone number is on it. So many people were there, about 6 people were there copying the numbers and even making calls. They said the number wasn't going. So I picked the number, I called the number, I called about the 2 numbers, none went. The security man also tried his own number. He said, okay, that we'll be calling the number all through the night, that I should be doing the same thing. If you get the man, we'll speak with him. I kept calling the man. We are following the went for morning mass. It was a Saturday. After the morning mass, coincidentally, the site of Our Lady of Petra, they were having their novena. And also my own site, right side, St. Jude, we were also having their novena. I didn't know what to do. Because most times I used to follow the Our Lady of Petra to do their novena once in a while. Also my own site, I didn't know what to do. Then I said, since the people, the site of Our Lady of Petra almost concluded their role, let me join St. Jude. I finished with St. Jude, and after in the evening, after the day, I will do my own novena that day of Our Lady of Petra. So after the prayer with St. Jude, and I still intend to do my own novena, I was still going there to Our Lady of Petra. And I said, okay, let me call the man before I leave the church. I called him, number didn't go. Then I went to, later went back to that house to see the situation of things. And I called the man while in front of the house. The other and the number went. The man picked up. It was so nice. Now told me that I told you that I've been calling him for ages and the number wasn't going. He said, okay, that is one of his friends' new wedding. So they have been up and down and all that. I found that his phone, maybe his phone was switched off, he didn't even know. So I told him that I want the house. He now asked me, okay, well, how much do I wish to pay? And I know what they are calling. And the house is so spacious, more than even those ones. So big, so spacious, about only 2 tenants in the compound. In fact, the house met every condition. I was even expecting him to call about above 1 million. He said, well, how much do I want to pay? I said, I don't know that is the policy. I say so because I didn't want the situation I will cost something that is too small for him. He said that I'm not willing to, in fact, I'm not even fit to stay there. And I told him, is anything, is the policy I caught. He said, how much do I think I can pay? I said, okay, I'll pay between 800, 850. I said, started with 800, 850. He said, okay, that the house is actually 750,000. I said, what? I said, okay, keep quiet, let me not, make him to feel that maybe the house is undervalued. I said, okay, how do I meet you, sir? He said, okay, you send me a form via my WhatsApp messenger that I will now fill the form and send back to him. I said, okay. And I sent the form. When he sent the form, something said to me that if I should fill this form and send it, it may be difficult for me to get the man again on phone. And the best thing is to go and meet him with that form in his office. Meet him face to face. And I now sent him a message. I called him back, the number didn't go. And I sent him a message, sir. I got the form, but my phone I cannot use this my phone to fill the form. What I will do is I will print it out and fill it in hard copy and bring it to your office first thing on Monday. The idea was also to meet him face to face. He said, okay, that will be in the office from 9. Very early in the morning, after my prayers on Monday morning, I dressed up and set up to his office. Before I could then take a cab, and I called him and said, let me know if you found out if he's in the office. He said that he's not in the office, that he's in the filling station, because there was a fuel scarcity there in the city. That when he's in the office, he will call me. I said, okay, I didn't want to go to the office, I didn't want to engage in any activity that could alter my appointment with him. So I was just busy doing some other things. I entered the business center to do 1 or 2 things. I waited. Then around 11, he didn't call. I now called him again. The number went, he didn't pick. At the point, the number would not go. I went to a lady Queen of Nigeria because that side is close to his office. Then I got there and I participated in the afternoon mass. After the mass, I went to a lady of Petra, said, okay, by the time I finished praying, if you didn't come, you're fine. I went there, I was praying, something said to me, go and look for this man's office. He may be there. Why at the gate of Our Lady of Petra praying? I left there, entered the cab took me there. I got into the complex, I saw the security men, I asked them, do you know so Sobel? He said, yes, he's in the office, look at this guy at his office. Where is his office? They showed me his office. I went there. The other lawyer was there, chatting with a colleague of his. So I came, he said, you know this place? I said, yes, he was asking me on your WhatsApp, on the WhatsApp messenger, and the one that is called you on Saturday that time. He said, okay. He mentioned my name, Mr. Jude. So the guy was so jovial, we sat down, we started talking. We were talking a lot of issues from politics to football and all that. At the end of the day, he introduced me to his friend, who then took his leave. But I sat and spoke. He asked me to give him the form. I gave him the form. He looked at it and said, okay, that is fine. But there are so many conditions that once I know I will pay the landlord as I went to. I said, okay, I will do my best not to owe him that. The house is also good to me and it's affordable compared to what I've seen. So he gave me the account details. I went and paid immediately in the bank. The following day, I went to the house to start cleaning up, to clean up the house. A lot of people who were coming in droves. In fact, so many people kept disturbing me. Am I the manager? I said, I paid for the house. They continued to come. About more than 100 people came. Within the short time I was putting the house in order. Then eventually, we moved in with my family. So you can see how Our Lady of Petra interceded for me. Just as a house I've been looking for ages. Just as the seeds they did. She did not just answer but put me in it. Because I was praying that God should help me get a decent house in a good neighborhood where there is a constant light, because I'm used to light where I'm staying there. There is always a light in that vicinity. Then where there's constant light and at the same time that is affordable considering the amount people are calling as of that time. There is no house that is less than 1 million. I'm beyond and low. And the man asked me how much do I wish to pay. I said between 800, 850 or anything he mentioned. The man now said, you give me the house for 750. And see how God's time is the best. So I little Petra help. There are a number of things, so many things. It can never be measured. If I started, I don't think we'll go today if I start counting them. So I thank God for the gift of our little Petra, the gift of our mother, Lady Mary, the Mother of God. So many people will say Catholics worship her. No, we honor her. She's our first among equal. First among equal. If you have doubts, just give it a try and you believe. From childhood, I've always believed, and so many, like I said, so many instances, not only me, even my family members and other, we'll be praying through our Lady of the Perpetual Help and other rosary and other prayers of Our Lady, and we'll get results. May the name of God be blessed now and forever.
Okay, thank you so much, sir.
Thank you, Father.